Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan is directed by Rob Hedden. This is a horror adventure thriller film. This movie stars Jensen Daggett as Rennie, Scott Reeves as Sean, Kelly Hu as Eva, Peter Mark Richmond as Charles McAuliffe, and Kane Hodder as Jason Voorhees. This movie is rated R for profanity, alcohol and drug use, sex and nudity, violence and gore, as well as intense, frightening images. This movie is not, and I repeat, not for young children or teenagers. I would say 18 years of age and older, but no one below that. This movie has a runtime of 1 hour and 40 minutes. Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan was released in theaters in the United States on Friday, July 28, 1989. Resurrected once again from the bottom of Crystal Lake, notorious mass murderer Jason Voorhees stows away on a cruise ship going from Crystal Lake to New York City. The ship he is on also has a graduating high school class full of its seniors. On board is biology teacher Dr. Charles McAuliffe and his niece Rennie. Rennie has a fear of the water and also has visions of a drowning Jason as a little boy. Jason rips through everyone on board, killing all but McAuliffe, Miss Van Dusen, Rennie, and Sean. They escape aboard a life raft and discover that Toby and Julius are still alive as well. They make it to New York City, but so does Jason, and he kills Miss Van Dusen, Charles McAuliffe, Julius, and Toby. Rennie and Sean are the only ones left, and Jason chases them throughout the city until they end up in the sewers. Down in the sewers, Rennie throws a vat of toxic waste into Jason's face. The wastewater overcomes Jason, causing his face to melt away. When the water recedes, Sean and Rennie witness what appears to be Jason as an unconscious child. Sean and Rennie make their way back to the street where they are reunited with Rennie's dog Toby in Times Square. That is the summary synopsis of the film. Here are my negatives for this film. The story for this film is very weak and one of the worst for a Friday the 13th movie. Though you would think by the title of the film it would be one of the best, if not the best of the franchise. Well, let me just tell you, it is far from the best. And this is something that bothers not just me, but fans all across the board who love the Friday the 13th horror series. How in the hell does a boat or ship go from Crystal Lake to the Atlantic Ocean? It is not physically possible for that to happen. That is a huge error in the story, and I and many others who have seen this movie cannot overlook that in this film. The characters in this movie, and I mean all the characters, are freaking horrible in this film. None of them do anything useful, and it's hard for any audience member to care about them. I know I didn't. The actors playing the characters were just as terrible. I mean, just bad acting all the way around. I think I could have acted better. The majority of this film takes place on a damn boat, and the last 15 to 20 minutes of the film take place in New York City, which really pissed off fans of this franchise because the film is called Jason Takes Manhattan. It should have been called Jason Takes a Boat. The look of the film was terrible as well. A very dark and gloomy look to most of the film. Even the look of Jason was horrible. Even when he wasn't in the water, he was always wet. He never dries off. But it doesn't even look like water he's covered with. It looks like some sort of clear, disgusting slime stuff. Ugh. The ending of the film is so stupid. Jason getting hit with wastewater in the sewers and then transforming back into a young child. How does that even make sense? It doesn't. It doesn't make sense at all. My question is, how was this script even given the green light to become a movie? It never should have gotten a green light, period. So those are all my negatives. Let's talk about my positives. The only good parts of the movie is the parts where Jason is chasing Rennie and Sean through New York City, like when Jason is seen in Times Square and when he knocks that gang's stereo over and they stand up as if they're going to beat the hell out of Jason, and then Jason just turns around and lifts up his mask and shows the gang members his face and they take off in fear. That's my only positive for this movie. Now, it's grading time. I'm going to give Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, a big, fat F. And boy, does this movie deserve that F. Here are my final thoughts. If you want to know what false advertising for a film looks like, well, this is what it looks like. They advertised this movie as if it was going to take place in New York City, and the majority of the film takes place on a boat. It doesn't take place in New York City at all, except for the last 15 to 20 minutes of the movie. This film is just as bad as part 7. Like I said, the only good parts are when Jason is chasing them through New York City. But I mean, the movie is called Jason Takes Manhattan. The whole damn movie should have taken place in New York City. I mean, the meat of the movie, like I said, takes place on a boat. Oh. This movie should have been called Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes a Boat to New York City. And another thing, if I wanted to watch a movie about a boat, I would have watched one of these movies. This is another Jason Voorhees Friday the 13th movie I will never own. I hate this movie. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to say good night. God bless. I love all of you, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.
Don't get you, then the hookers will.
You a dead meat, slime bag! Yo, man, it's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool.